Hey guys, welcome back. Big Pete Garage. We're starting our new big build for the channel. 95 YJ. Air conditioning, automatic transmission, 4.0. She's sweet, but she's a little rusty. So I'm going to be under here for a couple of days. So while I'm under here, I need you guys to hit the like button, share this video, and drop me a comment. Let me know what you think I should do to this. Jack it up. Bigger tires, 35s. Got 33s on it right now. Leave it the way it is. Kind of want to make it just a cruiser, you know? Not a super off-road vehicle, but let me know what you think. So, let me climb back under here. Let me continue scraping and painting while you guys do that. And stick around. This is going to be a good one.
It's to me. Best of friends will always be. But if we ever disagree, you and here's to me. Yo, what's the crack? Where you at? Yeah, top of the morning. Let's tie one on. Bartender, keep pouring. Oh, Danny boy, I hear the pipes calling. Leave nobody out in the cold.
So let's get into the mechanical part of this new YJ project. So just looking around, I know it needed a tune-up. So I went ahead and did a tune-up on it. Plugs, cap, rotor, that kind of thing. Air filter. Look at the air filter right here. She was black. Pretty nasty. Plugs were burnt. Some of them were even rusted. And I don't know if you can see inside the cap. Look at all those marks on those contacts. Especially that one right there. It's all burnt. I can't find the rotor right now. I think I threw it out. It was burnt as well, so it definitely needed a tune-up. The brakes, the front, for the reservoir for the front brakes was empty. I filled it up with fluid, and next time I pull this thing out, I'll pump it and we'll check for leaks and that kind of stuff. This is I think this Jeep was fully loaded for back in the day. For a 95, it's got ABS brakes, and I really don't want to mess with this stuff. Someone had put all new brake lines going to each wheel, so that was nice. But if there's a problem with these brakes, I'm basically just going to rip all of this out and replace it with regular standard power brakes. Look at the size of this master cylinder. It's crazy. The coolant level's good. Nice and clean. Radiator looks fairly new. This thing's not really that bad mechanically. I had a vacuum leak right here. That thing was being held in there. Where'd it go? That thing was being held in there with electrical tape. And in all my looking around, I noticed the fitting for the fuel pressure regulator. That thing's got a crack in it. If I touch it, it's going to fall apart. So we got a bunch of these things right here. Airline fittings and T's and repair. Not airline. Vacuum line. Alright, not too bad. And the battery, I put a battery in it when I bought it just to bring it home. But if you can see here, yeah, that's a sheetrock screw. Keeping the negative clamp tight. Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. So that's gonna have to go. Not to mention the speaker wire that I found. I'll show you that in a minute. So I gotta get new battery ends. I'm going to put the airbox back together, fix these vacuum leaks. Like I said, I got the tune-up all done. Oh, the belt. Where'd the belt go? Serpentine belt. Serpentine belt over here is done. Look at that thing. And I tell you, this one was a pain in the butt to get. There were so many different options of belts for this. I did my research, so I went to the parts guy. We were able to get it on the first shot. But they had so many questions because this one has AC, 2 idler pulleys, it's not left-hand drive, all that stuff. A million different options for this one. But we got it. New belts in, nice and tight. So she should be pretty good mechanically up top. I haven't gone down below yet. I've been under it, scraping and painting the frame. I've been doing that for days. But, you know, she's coming along. She's coming along. Next thing we're going to do is rip out the interior We're going to paint it, fix a few patches, and we're going to put new seats in it. Different kind of seats. I got them hidden over here. Oh, I'm not going to show you. I got them hidden over here. You're just going to have to wait, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to guess it if you've seen my past videos. That's going to be in another video, though. And then we're going to move on to the body. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this fender, and I got a patch down here I got to do. No biggie. No biggie. All right, let's move on to the interior. Okay. Sometimes you just got to go old-fashioned with a wire brush. I'm laying underneath the YJ. I'm going to start scraping anything I see that's rusty. I'm going to have a lot of scraping to do. And then I'm going to treat it with a rust converter. So, let's see a few things here, huh? Well, what do we got here? We got a body mount. In the words of Vice Grip Garage, that's fine. That'll be fine. That's fine. That's fine. And let's see over here. Crawling around. Oh, nice little hole. Oh my God, I hope I got that. Did not expect. Oh. Oh man. That just opened right up, didn't it? Whew. Hey, and remember, safety glasses, safety third. Always put your safety glasses on after you get something in your eye. And that's how you know they're working. Safety. Oh, look over here. Oh, that's fine too. Oh man. Okay. That's under the driver's seat. That's a cross member. That looks like a floor pan that somebody put in. It's fine. Right, Derek? Vice Grip Garage? It's fine. Oh, boy, got another hole there. Oh, alright. Well, I'm going to start scraping whatever is left. I didn't need that. I don't think that's supposed to go up there like that. Oh well. So if anybody wants to know what I'm spraying the frame with, it's this stuff right here. Crud Cutter Rust X Rust Converter. I use this on Ruby, the wife's YJ, and it seemed to do pretty good. You have to let it dry overnight. I got a bunch of it on in the back right now. And we'll come back to it in the morning. It leaves a little black film on it. And then I go right over it with some Rust-Oleum. Seems to be alright. And then I literally take it and I pour it into the frame. Any hole I got, I'll pour it in there. I went with this stuff because it's what my local Ace Hardware had. And I just keep using it. It seems to be doing alright on the wife's YJ, Ruby. So, I'm going to continue to use it. I guess I'll give you guys an update on, in a year or two, how it holds up. So we got the YJ backed out of the garage just so we can clean up a little bit. The amount of stuff that came off of this thing was incredible. Let's go take a look. Craziness. Look at all this stuff on the floor, huh? The white foamy stuff is the rust converter that I was using, that I actually poured into the frame and it poured back out. So any kind of rust on the floor, it's foaming up on it. But the amount of stuff here is insane. And that's only half the truck. Across the back here and up one side. I still have to go up one side and then across the front. So that's literally like half the truck. So let me get this cleaned up so I can get that thing back in here because it's getting hot out. They say it's going to be a feel-like temperature of 100 degrees this afternoon here in New York. So my garage is in the basement of my house. It's a little bit cooler. Anything to keep the big guy cool, I'm going to do it. I got fans, so I'm going to get this cleaned up. I'm going to get the Jeep back in. And I'm going to get that door closed because it's getting hot already. And it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. All right, let's get at it. Yeah, that's crazy. That's just stuff that I scraped off the frame. That's not even like any patch panel repair, cutting anything out. That is just a wire brush scraping the frame where I can reach. And I got a big old pile like that. Shoo! So this is the way, I got the Jeep back inside now. So this is the way the rust converter leaves the frame. It's got this white milky substance on it, and they say you can paint right over it, and I've done it before and it works pretty good. So I am going to go and with a brush I am going to lather this frame and anything else I can reach underneath with this oil-based Rust-Oleum flat black, and any place that I can't reach or get the brush into, I'm going to spray it, because spray cans are a lot more expensive than these quarts. So that's the most cost-effective way I have done it. This is my third Jeep now doing it this way. A little bit more labor intense, but it's a little lighter on the pocket. Let me get brushing. So guys, I'm laying on my back under this Jeep. I am literally covered in paint. And I got the music blasting, I'm rocking out to some Jelly Roll. Got the fans blowing on me, all's good in the world, right? I just had to stop what I was doing to show you guys this. Check this out. So, speaker wire. Yeah, I don't think speaker wire should be used outside the vehicle. I don't know if this was for the trailer hitch wiring. I don't know what this was for. I'm assuming it came to here because there is a self-tapper into the skid plate for the fuel tank. All right, speaker wire I can kind of get over. I think we've all done it. We needed a piece of wire. We didn't have any. We use speaker wire. Not a problem. Self-tapper into the skid plate for the fuel tank? What the hell is that? 2 of them. 3 of them. You know, if this fuel tank with the shift is, you can see, I don't know if you can see it. My finger's touching it. The top of the self-tapper. There. If the fuel tank were to shift, or if you were to catch a rock, if you come off a ledge and you catch a rock right here, you're going to bend that spike right into the plastic fuel tank and you're going to start leaking fuel. Don't do that. Don't put self-tappers into the skid plate of your fuel tank. Please. Holy Christ. I can't believe it. All right, let me get back to painting. All right, got the YJ back inside after we took the top off. And now we're going to start tearing the interior out of it. And look at that driver's seat. Look at the rot on that bracket. That's crazy. Look at the floor over there. Oh yeah. This is gonna be fun. The rest ain't too bad. A couple of spots. Bottom of the fender over there, over here. It's gonna need a good cleaning, a scuffing, and we're gonna paint it. After we fix that. Maybe. Ha! I thought this was funny, so I had to show you guys. I took out the last piece of carpet that was under the driver's seat. And these are the bolts for the seat in the carpet. Crazy. The bar is completely rotted out, but the part where the bolts are still in the seat. That is nuts. All right, so check this one out. So I'm over here scrubbing and vacuuming, cleaning the floor, treating the rust and all that stuff. and there's a speaker wire just laying there. The ones over here I wound up. They were for back speakers. I'm like, where does this thing go? So I got sidetracked and I started tracing the speaker wire, and it goes through the firewall. So that thing came out above the brake master cylinder, and it was routed all the way around. Where'd it go? It's right here. Look at this thing. I gotta be careful with it because it's live. Speaker wire. This speaker wire comes all the way over, and it comes right back to the battery. I didn't even realize that was speaker wire when I changed the battery when I picked the truck up. Positive and negative speaker wire. And yeah, it was just freaking laying there. Unbelievable. Alright, stop using the speaker wire, guys. So we got this one little spot in the frame that's an issue. That's rust converter stuff on there. So I gotta weld some things onto that shock tower, strengthen it up a little bit. The rust has been treated. So now's the best time to do it. Let's get at it. Well, that is by far the ugliest thing that I have ever welded. I am definitely going to get some slack about this in the comments. But it's going to be strong. I gusseted the shock tower, and then I capped it off. I braced it. So it's not going to move, but it's ugly as sin. Let me throw some paint on this thing, and maybe it'll look better. It definitely looks better with a coat of paint on it, thank God. But it's still hideous. But it'll be strong. That's all that matters. Because she ain't no show truck. So I was going to fix that spot in the floor over there. But I just didn't have it in me right now. I needed something. I needed some kind of positive movement forward on this project. It seems like I'm not getting anything done and I'm breaking my ass. So I tore into the back of this thing right here and I'm giving it the first coat of paint. Looks pretty good. First coat, it's gonna need a second. Put it on nice and thick. It's gonna be a nice barrier for the rust. And yeah, I'll fix that hole later. Just not feeling it right now. It's getting pretty hot. I think it's like 100 degrees outside. Alright, let me finish this paint. Alright, so we got one coat done so far on 3/4 of the floor. Looking pretty good. Got to do a patch panel under the driver's seat over there. But I need to turn the Jeep around. I haven't got room on that side to work. So I'm going to get the second coat done on this side and in the back. And then when I spin it around, all I got to do is fix the floor and 2 coats of paint. So if anybody wants to know the color I'm using, Rust-Oleum, probably backwards because the angle of the camera I'm using. Gloss Smoke Gray, Rust-Oleum. I didn't want to go with black. I thought it was going to be too dark. I think it looks pretty good. So let me go ahead and drop a second coat on this and then I can get this vehicle turned around. Time to pull this thing out. I got nothing to sit on. Well, I don't know if you saw, that seat bracket was really rusty. I wonder if I should put a milk crate. Stand by. All right, it's time to pull this thing out. If you remember, that seat was really rusty. And it's not going to be stable. So, this is going to be interesting, especially for a big guy. Let's try it. All right, no creep. Hold up. Don't break. Okay, I'm in. So I'm trying out these new microphones. A lot of y'all said my audio was a little off, so we'll see how it works. I'm just afraid that it's going to pick up on my breathing. All you're going to hear is... We're going to give it a shot. All right, let's turn this thing around. Runs pretty good. See if that brake pedal comes up. That's a no on the brake pedal. Probably leaking. Gotta fix that exhaust leak too. That's what you guys can hear with this new microphone. Oh, hey neighbor, how's it going? Yeah, it's the new project. Working on it. Yeah. Hey, whatever happened with that cream you needed for your rash? How'd that work out? Oh, good. Good. Glad to hear. Glad to hear there's no more itching. Good. All right, neighbor. I gotta get back to work. I'll see you later. Gotta turn this thing around so I can work on the other side. All right, guys, I'm back. Hey, I was only kidding about that neighbor thing. I know when he watches this video now, you're gonna be like, why'd you tell everybody about my rash? There's no neighbor. I never. All right, so I reviewed that last video, and I really apologize about the audio. But I thought it was kind of funny, so I'm gonna leave it in there. I'm still working out the bugs on this whole microphone thing, so if you're still holding your ears, you can stop holding them because I'm not using the microphone right now. Like I said, sorry about that. It is what it is. It's a work in progress. So here's the driver's side floor. Pretty nasty. I happen to have this patch panel right there, so I am going to cut. Nice square. And then we're going to weld this bad boy in right there. I got another little small piece that'll go right there. Maybe I'll cut that out. We'll get this welded in, and then we'll finish getting this floor painted. The other side looks great. Alright, so we got the edges all cleaned up. We got the inside framework underneath coated with generous amount of rust reformer. Quite a bit of rust in there, but I'm not cutting out that whole structure and rebuilding it. So We're going to take this piece right here. Got a nice straight edges on two sides. We're going to have to bend it as we go. And we're just going to tack it along the way here. My tip is messed up. We're going to go for it. Now we're going to have to watch for disforming of the panel from the heat. So we're going to do a couple tacks along there, we'll do a couple tacks along here, we'll try to spread out the heat. As usual, just as I was getting into it, she's looking pretty good, spreading the heat out, but something had to happen, and there it is. I ran out of wire. I think I have one. I don't know where it is. I gotta search for it. Now I gotta change the wire. If not, I'm going to the store. It's always something. But it could be worse. At least I'm working on a Jeep. Let's see what we got. That's going in there like that. Where is it? Nice. All right, let me get that welded in. All right, there it is, finished product. Got a couple little holes right here, but wasn't much metal left to weld to. I'll fill them in with some paint. Gave it a quick grind job. It's under the seat, so it's not going to be out in view. Looks pretty good. And we're just going to give it a quick coat of paint. This is that rust reformer stuff. Any rust that's left is going to be converted back to metal. And then I'm going to come right over the top of this with that gray Rust-Oleum. Still nice and hot from welding and grinding. We'll lay it in pretty thick on the welds here. Let it drip on in. And there you have it. Quick patch panel for under the driver's seat. Nice and clean. Let me finish painting this with the gray. There she is. All done. She looks great. Here's the passenger driver's floor. We put that panel in, welded it in. Nice, clean, fresh start for a whole new interior. But you're going to have to wait to find out what kind of seats are going in it. I even got the center console out of that same vehicle. I don't know how it's going to work. Definitely doesn't fit. I've tried it already. But I'm going to make it fit, and it's going to look badass. So, that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. New vehicle, new build. I still got some more work to do on the Cherokee. I still got videos waiting. So I got to finish up, put an ending on, that kind of thing. Oh, you know, YouTube stuff. So, but, yeah, drop a comment below. Let me know what you would like to see out of this YJ. Hit that like button and please share my videos. And also, please subscribe. I need as many people out there who can hear me, subscribe to this channel. That's going to wrap it up for this one. Thanks for watching.